Hi, writers. So today we're going to talk about why authors write stories. Why do they write them? Well, we read a couple of stories last week, and one of them was this one. It says, "What is Veterans Day?" So the author wrote this book to teach you about Veterans Day. So sometimes authors write about something they know a lot about and they want you to learn about it. So they might write to inform you about something. That's what this author did. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we read this fun story, Stella Luna. And this story was a lot of fun because we got to hear what happened to Stella Luna. And each page, we got more details about what happened to her after the owl attacked, right? And that's the kind of story we're going to be writing today. It's called a narrative. We're going to be telling a story about something that has happened. So, last time we had our lesson, I wrote about how I went to my sister's house. And I loved visiting my sister's house. But today, I want to write about going to see my mama. Because I go and see my mama at least once in the summer. And we have lots of fun in the summer. This summer was a little different because of everything that's going on, but we have lots of fun in the summer. So I want to share about that experience. So before I write, I want to think about all the things I do at my mama's house. I know that we go shopping. We do crafts. We like to make all kinds of things. We love to make jewelry. That's probably our favorite thing to do. Sometimes we'll sew. Sometimes we'll make shirts. Sometimes we'll just get a canvas and paint. That's what we do at my mama's house. Sometimes we go roller skating. Sometimes we get on the scooter. Sometimes we go on a bike. Sometimes we go down to the river and go and get in the water, which can be kind of scary because there's alligators. Just saying. But those are all the things that we do at my mama's house. So I want to write about a time I went to my mama's house. All right, so we're going to be writing a story. We're going to write a whole book, but we're going to start with the first page today. So I want you to start thinking about, as I'm working on mine, I want you to start thinking about what experience do you want to share? All right, I'm going to start with, now it takes me 12 hours in the car to get to my mama's house. So I'm going to write about when I first get to my mama's house and how I give her a hug, okay? So I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to do my magic, put my picture up, and then you'll help me write my sentence for my first page of my book, A Visit to My Mama. All right, hold on. Here we go. All right, I have my picture of when I first pull up to my mama's house and I'm giving her a hug. That's some of my favorite times. And so I'm going to write my first sentence. I want to say, I went to see my mama. Okay, so let's count how many words. Sometimes when I want to say a sentence, I need to say it a couple of times so I don't forget what words I'm writing in the middle of my sentence. I went to see my mama. Okay, there's 6 words. I'm going to say it again. I went to see my mama. What you can do is you can go find your mom and dad or your grandma or whoever's around and then tell them your sentence. So I'll pretend my mama's right here. Mama, here's my first sentence. I went to see my mama. 6 words. Okay. Now, one thing that I liked that Mateo did on his writing last time is he put lines so he could remember what he's trying to say. So remember, I have 6 words in my sentence, so I'm going to write 6 lines. I went to see my mama, period. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me say it again. I went to see my mama. All right, help me write my words. Now remember, if you come to a word you cannot spell, stretch it out and put all the sounds that you hear. All right, here we go. I. Now you better know how to spell I, right? That's our purple word. I went. That one is hard. Hear that W. What else do you hear? Is it an I or is it an eh? When. It's an eh, yeah. Went. I went to, there's another one of our purple words. We better spell that one correctly. I went to see. Now, if you are on your blue words, you would know how to spell see. It has 2 E's there, doesn't it? See my We are going to spell my correctly because that's a tricky word. The Y is pretending to be an I, so put the Y there. My mama. Mama. Period. I went to see my mama. So there's the first page of my book. So on our next writing assignment, we're going to add the second page of our book. And in our second page, I get to tell you one of the things I get to do at my mama's house. So I want you to think about, what are you going to write about? I've seen some great writing that a lot of you could use. Like, for example, Braden wrote about going hiking. So he could write about all the things he saw maybe when he went hiking, or what it was like at the top, or maybe you go eat afterwards and have a picnic. I mean, you could write whatever you did on that hiking trip. Each page, you're telling me something new, something I didn't know. Okay. Nola wrote about going to her friend's house, and she drew a picture of her friend's house, and she says, I went to my friend's house. That's a great start to a story, but I would love to hear more. What else did you do? Did you play a game? Did you play Barbies? Did you play dolls? Did you go play soccer outside? Tell me what you did with your friend. Tell me your friend's name even. Okay. I know somebody wrote about going fishing with their cousins. So you could talk about maybe how many fish you caught. Where did you go fishing? Did you go to Lake Roberts? Did you go to the Rio Grande? You could even say what river you went to. I know Samuel wrote about going to his uncle's house in Albuquerque, and he started pretty much a book. I think he could probably just keep adding pages. So if he's writing about seeing his uncle in Albuquerque, he could write about the things that he did at his uncle's house or in Albuquerque. So think about different things. I want you to think about an event or something that you did and tell me about things that happened. Or like Hudson, I know you just went to Polar Express. You could write about the things you did on the train and maybe having hot chocolate or whatever you did, and maybe something else you did on the Polar Express. All right, so I can't wait to hear about your experiences and adventures, and we'll add a new page to our story on the next assignment. All right, bye guys.